Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. I mean, come on. So I have all these different herbs. I have all these packages. I have rosemary burning right now over real frankincense. And put some cannabis in there too to burn for my friend that passed away. You can. Herbs are like very powerful things. They call forth the spirits and angels and demons, whatever. All those things, right? They help to call forth the powers of. They're powerful and they're elemental things that call forth the spiritual onto this elemental plane. Herbs are also insanely. Every pharmaceutical comes from an herb in nature. Well, not every pharmaceutical, but most pills comes from something in nature. Like MDMA, Molly, for instance. Pure MDMA comes from the sassafras root. The sassafras plant, you take the root and fucking boil the shit. You can create it creates, just boiling it creates MDA, and it's pretty much the same thing as MDMA, but you have to use chemicals to process out the alkaloid of MDMA out of the sassafras root. But that's how you make MDMA, and it's the same thing with everything else except the fully synthetic ones, which are the crazy ones. Suboxone. Don't judge anybody that does these either, because I love Suboxones. Fentanyl, like pharmaceutical fentanyl, it's completely synthetic. It sucks. You have to redose every fucking. I mean, if you want to be comfortable, every 20 minutes, because it's in and out. It's synthetic. It's not real. It's not on the elemental chart. It doesn't fucking exist. So you come up with a new idea, a special idea. You think they're getting shit rich, which they are on paper. Meanwhile, you're taking home cold hard cash via commission, motherfucker. Come on, do it with me. You want to do a tootski? You're able to do drugs and function at work? How the fuck do you think I do this job? Cocaine and hookers, my friend. cocaine. Take this, and sharp between the ears, it'll make your fingers dial faster. Tootski? Fuck yeah, dude. But yeah. I don't even know what I was saying. Anyways, I've been wanting to make a I think that the greater ritual, the supreme ritual of the pentagram, uh, it's more accessible as the greater ritual of the pentagram, um, which takes out the Enochian. Well, the supreme actually, the supreme is the supreme ritual. It's if I think you could use that like if you are really trying to get some, I don't know. If you, I think it's like, do you use a shotgun on an intruder into your home when you live in like a duplex or like a complex? Nah. So like a lot of people don't like using a Nokian. I love using a Nokian. I just think that it takes too much time to do the Supreme Ritual of the Pentagram. And also I was just going through some pictures and I found this picture. It was I take a screenshot. I take screenshots of a lot of things, right? Just got an idea, so I'm gonna be writing a book, a new book, and instead of focusing strictly on magic, it's gonna focus strictly on being a baller. It's gonna be called A Book of Balling or The Book of Balling. Still debating on what to call it. Of course, it has to do with magic, but you're at one point you become like a baller for show. Become you become pretty dope. Just like objectively, you will become a dope person. Because only those that seek this shit are they're dope. Anyways, you have to have a certain type of awesome ass personality to enjoy this mystical. It's where I feel at home at. It's where I feel. I don't get scared of ghosts or spirits and shit. I think it takes a certain type of person to go into occultism full fledged. By the way, Timu, I just got a lot of shit on Timu. It's like everything's so inexpensive on Timu. I know they probably are involved in human trafficking, but who isn't? You know, like for real. Like every Hollywood, fucking all the big everything's fucking ruled by creeps. So yeah, why would I stop buying like fucking $2 solid or like 38 cent solid pound Palo Santo shit? Uh, fuck those people. That's what I have to say. But yeah, dog, I need my 98 cents obsidian scrying ball. I don't give a shit about human trafficking, dog. Do your thing. Been going on since the beginning of time. You're not gonna stop it. It's true. It's real, and it goes on. Unfortunately, but so does incest, rape, fucking child molestation. Fucking everybody in the Pentagon had child porn on their computer. Like fucking couple years, like 10 years ago, no one did anything about it. Like I don't know. It seems like the psychology of the child predator and the politician coincide, and you often see politicians being fucking straight up like demons. Another idea. All you have to do is take like the senators and the House of Representatives, and from the I'm talking U.S. here, and then the fun is in classifying what demon each one of them are. Like Nancy Pelosi, like what demonic. Fucking Donald Trump is definitely like mammon. But see these, I'm a Trump supporter, actually. Fucking, but you have to be like controlled by a fucking demon, dude, to like have the psychopathy to want to be the president of a corporation that isn't doing well. It doesn't have a good, bright future. But I think bright futures are bullshit. Everybody is always looking towards, everybody's always looking towards the future or the past. And there's this thing in Buddhism called the eternal now. And it's just, I guess it's called also mindfulness, but being presently aware, always knowing that the future is not going to be what you think it's going to be. You can't predict it. And you have have to try to not let anxieties about the future take over. The past is depression. It is living in a place that does not exist. It cannot be changed. It will in guided path work meditations, you can go with your light body back into your memories. Damien Eccles has done this, and he healed parts of him, probably more so psychological parts that were broken, because he was like raped and beaten by the guards and shit in prison, like multiple times, like a lot. That's horrible. That dude has endured a lot of bad things, and he was talking about how he used guided meditation to go back into his memories and heal parts of his psyche that were broken. But that requires doing work, the great work. So you got to do it. It's in the doing. You won't ever, if you just read about the stuff, you'll never see it in action. You'll never see it happen. It takes about 2 years of dedicated ritual work and meditation, and it's hard. But then you begin to see at least this elemental reality kind of for what it is, and everybody has it good enough. Everybody's where they kind of need to be. I believe in this sage, this sage wisdom of everyone, where everyone's at right at this second, always is right where they need to be according to the divine design. And I truly believe in that. I think you have free will, like your character in a video game has free will to go about and do mundane things in the video game. But there's an overarching story to the video game. And the observer, or the player, you, and the character, you, have to merge. That's what the Holy Guardian Angel, contact, the knowledge and conversation of the Holy Guardian Angel, that's what that is. It's bringing the subconscious to the waking conscious awareness of the alpha and the beta state of the brain waves. And therefore, becoming the player of the video game, the observer of the reality. And magical ritual is very much to help you explore your reality, and you become a master of your reality. When the master of your reality, like, you start to understand reality, the mechanics behind the occult mechanics behind how things work. Truly, the occult, natural and universal laws. Greater ritual, the pentagram. Wait, I want to talk about this too. The obsidian scrying ball. So, scrying. You invoke a spirit or angel or demon. And then you look into the reflection of the obsidian ball, and when you're on psychedelics, you have to. That's the broomstick, or that's the broomstick of the witches was like it's psychedelics. Uh, but that's only if you really want to like go into the reflective surface and like just kind of path work or whatever, because it's an imagination where you're seeing your imagination displayed onto this holographic reality through a hack in this place called like psilocybin, LSD, DMT, shit like that. Hornless one, holy headless one, hear me. Make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the aether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, and of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God the vast and the mighty one, may be obedient unto me. Eot, Avreot, Vasim, Veizak, Vezaveo, Iao. Hello, nobody. How you doing? Who's nobody? Who is you? I haven't been on YouTube in a while. You were looking well. Well, thank you, dude. Fasting a lot. That's the secret to, if you're a fat fuck, you want to lose a couple pounds, like, just stop eating. For real. Fire dragon. The fire dragon is the Kundalini. So as you scry into the ball, you want to suffumigate your area as well, which means I don't have black like charcoal, specifically charcoal discs that burn. You can get like a bunch of them online for very cheap, but like you put those into like a dish of some sort, and that's how you burn herbs. You put it on herbs onto the charcoal disc. With this, I just took black salt, which has charcoal in it, but yeah, you concerning the nature of the whatever you want to try to speak to or assume messages from, whatever. Everything has correspondences of an herb, of minerals, colors. So you use the colors, herbs, and crystals associated with that specific thing that you want, energy that you want to work with. And then you have that on your altar. The more things that you have that are connected to this thing that you want to invoke, or evoke actually, into physical appearance, into your scrying device. Deep in meditation, like you can get a lot accomplished. But anyways, you want to have the things associated with what you're trying to invoke around it to call it forth. Also, you want to know its sigil. You would have its sigil burning, and then you get shit. You start suffumigating. This is called suffumigation. With a lot of you start burning a lot of hell yeah. I do a lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram, and then a greater invoking ritual of the pentagram. I'm not I'm just talking about shit right now. I didn't evoke a spirit. The holy guardian angels, what I evoked. But yes, you whenever you do like a ritual, you want to. This is what I do. I do the lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram and lesser invoking ritual of the hexagram. So the pentagram deals with the 5 elements and equilibrates those. The hexagram deals with the planets and the zodiac and their influence upon you. And you can either do you can banish and cut those off from your sphere of sensation or aura for, about, a day, like about 12 hours. Or you could just go with the flow and invoke everything that's in the cosmic weather report right now. And you do the invoking form of the hexagram, like I like to do. There's this thing called the operant field theory, is what it's called. It's To me, it's not a theory. It's kind of a fact. The dude that came up with this his name is Scott Stenwick. Stenwick, I think. And his website is agoides.com, AUGOIDES.com, or .blogspot. And it's the most creative, like he cares about, he responds to every like comment and message on his website, and he teaches like the inner workings of these like rituals. I love rituals. Okay, good question. So you talking about so it depends. All right, a physical circle similar to the King Solomon circle used in the Goetia. All right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you actually brought up some. Yeah, I don't deal with like the cliff oath or the fucking the goetic spirits because you don't have to, but if you want to, um, the way that you're gonna do that is you're going to make a Solomonic circle, which you take like I took a parchment paper and glued it together and shit, and like I've done all types of shit, and then eventually I ripped up my carpet, and then I just painted a Solomonic circle onto the floor. So I have a Solomonic circle on my floor. I sleep on concrete. Um, I believe the Abermelon never stops. the the Abermelon keeps going. I'm, um, but yes, you want to do you know, you don't have to, like, it's fun making the Solomonic circle, I'm not gonna lie. And there's different ones that you can make, like, so it's art, it's cool, it's fun. So uh you can also just take pink Himalayan salt and black salt, which is salt, quartz crystal, and charcoal, all like mixed together to like a resin gum, and make a circle around you like that. And then also you would put your scrying device, your piece of obsidian or whatever it is that you're scrying with, you would put it inside, like you would put it outside of the circle, facing. I do facing the north, and it's inside of a triangle called the Triangle of Art. Um, so like if yeah, so take your black mirror. I was just about to say, so if you're using a mirror, whatever you're using, you put it inside the Triangle of Art. Uh, you could look it up. Like, it's a triangle uh, on the floor. Like, mine is painted on the floor, and they just, whatever device that you're using to conjure a spirit into, um, kind of just want to have it contained. Uh, I always burn, you know, stuff for them, and you always want to make sure that you're giving them what you would like give a human that's like traveled to see you. Like, just be a good friend, or be a good, you know, neighbor to these things, because they're not anything different than us. They're not anything crazy. Because nothing's crazy. If everything is out of control, crazy, nuts, then nothing's nuts. This is all just completely normal shit. I'm just saying, for further and maybe in the future, uh, it depends on the spirit, man. Like, you're probably not conjuring, uh, you know, you're. I could probably. It might be a goetic spirit, but not the goetic spirits. Don't mean they're evil or anything. The Cliffoth. Hell yeah. The Cliffoth demons are parts of you, so get used to them. And just know that you have a couple monsters that live inside of you. You have to deal with the fact that you can be a monster. You have the capacity to do that. You have the capacity to be a demonic person. And you have to observe the behavior, and that's like real, what they call shadow work. Well, it's like it's facing the darkness in you that you don't like and that you see in other people. The, the bad habits, the things that you just don't like. The things you don't like about yourself are the Clifothic demons. And people become egomaniacal. People become very egomaniacal when they start working with things these things work. They 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 will do things for you. And that's awesome, fantastic. But keep them at a distance, because you're evoking what's already inside of you out onto your own reality, and you're evoking its energy to come into your sphere of sensation and interact with you. And its energy will be around you, even if you have the circle. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be around you. If you want it to have any effect, you're not going to banish it. Don't do a banishing at the end of these rituals either. I wouldn't, because what if you're gonna invoke something or evoke something, invoke whatever? Why would you banish it right after your spell? Doesn't make sense. So don't do that. Let it feel its force. But also don't be stupid. But I would say pink salt or black salt or both. Make a circle around you, and that should be sufficient. However, Solomonic circles are fucking dope to make. They're really, really fun. Look up the Triangle of Art. It is, let's see here. Yes, Google Triangle of Art. Okay. Prometheus Triangle. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You definitely, yeah. The Trithemius triangle's dope. You don't want to You want to put your black mirror inside of that, and outside, like, so encircle yourself with the salt, and then outside of you, you put the triangle with the mirror and the candles, and then you put your stuff on your ritual altar that corresponds to the spirit. Which is called sympathetic magic. This goes back to animism, which is the fact that everything has a consciousness, from the mineral kingdom to the vegetable kingdom to the animal kingdom, and then humans kind of become self-aware to where it's a problem. And every single person is born fucked up, and if you had a wonderful childhood, you're probably fucked up, like in the head now. It seems like people that have like really chill ass, really amazing lives, like when they're young, tend to not have like great lives later on. Take your bitch ass back to fucking Nirvana. This is Samsara, ho ass nigga. We suffer here. Shit, man. I think it's all. I think suffering is a necessary thing. It forces you to grow. What's going on, JR? What's going on, man? Suffering forces you into like motion. It's like the universe, as above, so below. So like the universe will do things above you, the heavens, maybe that you recreate. Ritual is all about that. So I forgot what I was talking about. I'm stoned as shit. Fuck it. This is mugwort. Mugwort is something you can smoke. I would mix it with weed. It's not gonna. It doesn't. It's not like hallucinogen shit. But what it does do is it I don't know the mechanism of action, but it opens up the psychic centers of your, sphere of sensation, your auric field, your etheric body, your chakras. Specifically, it plays with your agna or your crown chakra. I mean your third eye, and I guess your throat, if I'm not mistaken. Mugwort, yeah. But it's used also for divination,